Back at it. Hope everyone is doing well, man. I am blessed. Last video I left y'all off with, I pulled the pan, checked the bearings and stuff. I went and picked up a new set of King bearings. And we're gonna get these in here, get this pan cleaned up, and put the heater in it, and then put it all back together. So let's get to it. All the rod bearings, all done now. Got the girdle and everything back up in there. Now just gotta clean this pickup, put that back in, clean this pan, put that back on, and we'll be good to go. Oh, I didn't put the heater in there yet, but I gotta clean all this up and clean this pickup. I don't see nothing in it, but just want to spray it out, get it back on there. Okay, got the pan modified. I cut that side of the baffle out, so when I stick the heater probe in there, it doesn't hit on that. Let's see. So I didn't want that flapper to be on that thing all the time. I don't know if it was gonna mess it up or not, but I just cut that piece out. Let's get some thread tape on here and get the pan. Well, the pan's all clean now. Clean up the gasket and put this thing back together. So I tried a little trick. I got the pickup on there, but it's not tight. It's just barely hanging on. If I hang it down like this, there's enough room to slide the back of the pan over here and then go up. So get all this all cleaned up and dried off, and we can put this pan on. Just gonna have to find a bolt for that, because remember, I couldn't find the stud. I found a nut in the pan, but I don't know. And reference to the last video, I was using some like Meta style glasses, some fake me out joints, and I seen that the volume wasn't that great on them. That was my first time using them, so this time I'm just on my iPhone. I'm sure you can tell the quality difference between the iPhone and the Meta in the last video. But I'm gonna try to use them a little bit more, maybe play with some settings of the volume, maybe get a external mic or something like that. But let me get this wiped off and we can get this pan back on. As you can see, I got the heater in, and this is what I was talking about, why I cut this part of the baffle out, because the little flap was gonna be hanging on that, and I ain't wanted just to be resting on that all the time. May kill the sensor or something. I wasn't sure, so I just got rid of it altogether. All right, so this is how you kind of do it. I hung the pan up there a little bit while the bolts were still loose. Then I got it kind of wedged up in there. Then I tightened these up. Now the pan is stuck. All I gotta do is lift it up and put all the bolts in it. Pain in the butt, but it's a little bit easier than pulling the axle and all that crap out of there. So, you know, it is what it is. Race car life. Got all the pan bolts all tight. Now hook up turbo drain. Put the drain plug back in it. Put a new filter on it. Fill it up with oil. I'm gonna take this and zip tie it up there somewhere so it'll always be plugged in. I mean, it'll be up there, so when I go to plug it in, I don't gotta try to reach under the car or nothing like that. So I'll zip tie this up there somewhere where I can always get to it. Got a pretty long cord, so it's for now, just kind of drape it over the fuel line. So let's get the drain plug and hook this turbo drain back up, and we'll be good to go. You already know it's the oil of choice, that VR1 2050. So now let's get this oil filled up. Go ahead and see if we got good oil pressure, and crank it up. Then we move on to something else. All right, so oil's all full. Let's turn this thing on, crank it, get some oil pressure, and then see if we can start it. A little something. There we go. Get all the air out of it. Let's try one more time, and then we plug the electronics up so it can start. Let's see. This plugged up. This and the O2. Now, gotta hit the switch. See what we get. Oh yeah. She all back together for that part. Can't really check this with the phone in my hand. Yeah. Let's see. What I do with that dang on. There we go. I'm gonna take this and bring this deal up over here. Probably zip tie something to the harness, so that way I can always just plug it right in, and I ain't gotta be fidgeting with trying to make sure it ain't dangling down there. I'll zip tie it down there to make sure that, you know, it's out of the way of the half shaft and anything else down there, so it don't get hung up. All right, that's that. So I think we're gonna check the valve lash. I'm gonna let it run for a little bit. I'll check the valve lash probably tomorrow, let it cool all the way down for the night, and should be ready to go. I am gonna swap out the injectors. You remember in the last video, wasn't running on all 4 cylinders. Number 1 was kind of dead. It was the injector. So I'm gonna have these ones serviced. I got another set that's in the trailer. All I gotta do is swap them out. So I kind of keep them like that. I just keep them in rotation. That way I ain't never really got to worry about it. Other than that, man, I'm just gonna go over the whole car, nothing bolted, and we should be ready to go. Good morning, good morning. Guess I'm gonna hop back into this video from yesterday. Fresh off of work. Worked all night. Now I'm back in the shop today. Like I said yesterday, we put bearings and stuff in the car, got it all back together. Today, I think I'm gonna pull the valve cover off, check the valves, and probably pull a few rails off so I can get the injectors out and put the other set in there. Or actually, I might need to call my boy to have him flow those other ones again. He cleaned them for me and I put them away, but I just want to have them checked because they have been sitting for a while. Do those, but I can adjust the valves now. I'll hit him up and see what he says. Maybe I can just swing them by right quick and I could probably do it all today. But I'm gonna get this valve cover off and adjust these valves, or at least check the lash, make sure they all good. Yeah, you got the valve cover off. About to go ahead and adjust these valves right quick. Got all the valves adjusted. Nothing seemed to be too far out. Had a couple of them that I had to respec, and that's that. So the only other thing that I need to do, like I said earlier, is take the fuel rail off so I can get all the injectors out, top and bottom, replace them, and we're good. So I guess I'll get the valve cover back on, and then I can take the fuel rails off and take all the injectors out. We got all the valves adjusted, valve covers back on. Still, again, like I said, we gotta take those injectors out and swap them out for the other ones. Then we be Gucci, man, ready for the track. See if we can back up this 7 or go a little faster. Faster, quicker. PB, that's all we looking for.